It's the Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 11th of October. I'm Donovan Neal. Cool, crisp air are the main words, are the main headlines for this video today as we deal with just that for the next several days. But then we have the chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with increasing moisture, which will enhance that cool, crisp air for the next few days. So here's the upper air look across the nation, across the continental United States. You can see the mid-latitude westerlies remain up to the north. Not much of a ridge. You can see what's left of Michael is moving off to the northeast. Around the nation, temperatures the cooler air is starting to being brought down to the southern plains, and that cooler air from Canada is starting to get pulled down into the northern states where they're in the 20s in some spots. Take a look across the watch warning map. We have, as you can see, with all the cooler temperatures being brought down, we have freeze warnings and hard freeze warnings and watches in effect for parts of the plains into the Midwest near the Corn Belt, Iowa, Minnesota, and parts of Illinois and Wisconsin. Go off to the east near the mid-Atlantic states. We have tropical storm warnings and watches in effect, and also flash flood watches in effect for parts of the Carolinas and the mid-Atlantic states. Other than that, down here in Texas, we remain quiet. On the convective outlooks, we still have the risk for a few small isolated tornadoes as Michael continues to push off to the northeast out to sea. On day 2, which is tomorrow, we have a marginal risk for severe storms in effect for parts of West Texas. We remain in the green, which means we'll have the risk for a few scattered showers, but no organized severe weather is expected. And on day 3, pretty much the same thing. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday morning of next week. Heavier totals remain in the mid-Atlantic states as Michael continues to remain to the northeast. And down here, we still could see around 3 inches of rain, or perhaps even more for parts of North Texas. And again, that's anything that we see this weekend, and we'll show you why here in a little bit. But on the tropics, we continue to have 3 named storms in the Atlantic here. And we do have another wave that has a 50-50 chance of becoming a tropical depression during the next 5 days. But more than likely, this will move into the Central America. No threat to land at all. So let's focus on Tropical Storm Nadine. Maximum sustained winds at 65. It's not expected to last past Saturday morning, which is a good thing. No threat to land. And then we have Hurricane Leslie, which maximum sustained winds at 80 miles an hour, moving east-northeast at 10 miles an hour. Luckily, this is supposed to recurve again and then finally become post-tropical by early Monday morning. No threat to land at all. But then we have Hurricane Leslie, which is still moving towards the Carolinas this morning. Maximum sustained winds are at 50 miles an hour. It's holding on for dear life. It's expected to move out to the Atlantic and finally become post-tropical by Friday morning. And after that, once that kicks off to sea, it does not pose a threat to land at all. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, followed this afternoon at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. You can see we have that trough encompassing much of the western and northern parts of the United States. Down here, we do have that upper high that's centered over central Kansas. Is basically bringing cool, crisp air down here to the southern plains. We'll mention highs close to 70 degrees, and as you can see, pretty much feel this morning, lows are in the mid 50s. Will be sunny today, but then on Friday, a little bit of moisture starts to move through. We'll mention a chance of a few scattered showers with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs should be in the low 70s at that point. And then by Saturday, you can see that low from the tropical system in the Pacific basically moves to the northeast at that point. Moisture starts to increase because of that. And then we'll mention the chance of a few showers because of that, with highs in the low 70s, mainly during the afternoon and evening hours. And here's Sunday. That's Sunday. The remnant low basically dissipates at that point, but then a cold front comes through during the early morning hours of Sunday. That activity moves shifts off to the south, and then will be much cooler on Sunday. We'll be in the upper 60s with lows pretty much in the low 50s at that point. But here's Monday of next week. Monday, moisture really starts to feed through. Moisture really starts to come in, and as a result of that, those scattered showers and thunderstorms, we'll mention highs in the mid 50s and lows all the way down in the mid 40s. Here are the temperature anomalies for Monday afternoon, and you can see some places getting as low as 40 degrees below average. Wow, and that'll feel very, very good and very, very chilly if that were to indeed to verify. But we've seen signals of this for the past few days, so this is a very strong signal here. Let's go out to Tuesday. That moisture finally starts to move off to the east. We'll mention partly to mostly cloudy skies, highs in the mid 60s. And by Wednesday, that activity still moves off to the east, highs in the mid 60s. Here's a week from today, Thursday the 18th of October. Highs are about where they should be for us, and down here that looks like a very dry look for much of the United States. And here's going out 10 days. This is Saturday the 20th of October. Highs are about where they should be for us, and down here we still remain pretty quiet. You can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, coming off the GFS ensemble, you can see that after Sunday, after Saturday, basically after this weekend, we put 70-degree weather away for at least the next 7 to 10 days. As we head into another cold snap, you can see temperatures getting as low to the mid 50s, and getting as high as to the upper 60s, and lows getting down towards the low 40s if that were to verify. But you can see for the next 6 to 10 days, you can see that we're pretty much on the center of below average temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days, and that may be extended through the end of October, which will feel really, really good for fall weather fans. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.